Back to Arena. Yesterday was a bit of a culture shock. Well, it's fun to mix it up sometimes, but you know me, I do love my beloved Arena. So we're gonna take a look at what it feels like. I have heard and I watched a couple drafts. Looks like a lot more class cards, which is always cool. I think we're gonna take a priest base. Oh, and I believe the Demon Hunter legacy cards are in, which is cool. So there'll be some class cards there. Let's go priest, and do we dare take Demon Hunter, the best hero power? Let's do it. Let's see what it feels like. 2 mana Thoughtsteal, yeah, 2 mana Thoughtsteal. I think Holy Nova's in now. I think Mind Control's in, which is kind of crazy. I saw a lot of people taking Dreads as minions, which I thought was great. So we got these two guys, which are not very good, but we do have Velen's Chosen, which I think is a premium card in this meta, so I'm going to take it. Henry, what's up, Henry? Dancing Bear. Red's live and now I can sleep. What's up, Wobble? I don't remember any class beasts that are particularly good for us. Could take a Sun Fury, it's a good 2. But I think I'd rather just have a Tomb Spider and, you know, have a little bit of Discover, add a little bit of value. I do not want this armored Warhorse. I will never win a joust, especially not with Matt London watching. There's not a chance. I don't want Wind Fairy Harpy. I'm gonna take Upgraded Repair Bot. 5 mana 5/5s felt totally fine, but there's some mech synergy. We'll probably get Mech Warpers, Piloted Shredders. I'm probably gonna get Dr. Boom and give some health to one of the 1/1 bots. You never know. Oh no, I don't want these. We could take a 2. Mage Hero Power's good. I wonder if it's worth it to just take the 4. Do need 2s. Let's take the Mystic, and maybe that's wrong. Hey, Ironford Grizzly, he's in the core set, I think, or whatever basic set was missing. Look at that guy. He looks like a real jerk. Okay, let's take this 4. Okay, I'm gonna take a Micro Machine here. I don't want Molten Giant. I'm not, oh, maybe I do. I can lower my HP. Nah, I'll just take a Micro Machine. Put a Velen's Chosen, we win the game. Red, are you my dad? I'm your dad, yeah. I'm gonna take a Tinker Down Technician here. We got 2 mechs already. Direwolf's probably fine too, but I found this guy to be quite good. I don't want Healbot. I don't really want Shade. I think Argus is fine. Resurrect or Light Spawn. Summon a random friendly minion that died. Yeah, probably not very good. Organ's probably the safer pick, but I'm going to take Light Spawn. The problem with Light Spawn when you're not a Priest hero power is people can like hit it with a 2/2 and then free kill it with a 2/3. But you can also still kill a 3/4, and that's kind of nice. You get stuck with a 1/1 instead of a you know, a 4/1 that you might otherwise have. But it can hold something like a Velen's Chosen buff. We can get like an 8/8 on turn 4. That's pretty cool. We'll try that. BGH or Novice Engineer. Both of these are cards that were not draftable, but now are. I think Novice Engineer is actually underrated. I've talked about it a lot, but like I'd rather run a Novice Engineer than a lot of the cards in my deck right now. But there is some upside to grabbing a BGH and killing a North Sea Kraken, my arch nemesis. I'm gonna grab the BGH. And just need 2s, so I'll take the Lieutenant. I don't hate Craze Alchemist. Red, your beloved is back. Arena? Yeah, you know me. I love Arena. I want the Jouster, but I want to be assured that I'm going to win the Joust. And I don't really want Yeti. Alright, I'm gonna win the Joust, right? Ooh, Mech Warper still, yes. Coin Mech Warper into something. Look at all these class cards. Yeah, I'm not seeing too many personally. I saw Dreads had a bunch. Shadow, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you very much, Shadow Wanathan. Chrysalis, Synonymous, Mint Chip Unicorn, Frank Noir, and Cluck I'm a Chicken. I'm gonna grab this Horse Tank because I think it's actually a good card, but I don't want those. Horse Tank's okay. Guess I'm just taking a Bloodfin Raptor. Let's grab that. And a Raider with this hero power. Is this maybe because I took Demon Hunter and there are fewer class cards for Demon Hunter? And I'm still not seeing many? What's up, Smalls? Good to see ya. Oh my god, Bullfrey. Shield might be the worst card ever made for Arena. Harrison Jones is probably playable. I think I'm happy to run a Thaurissan. He's cool. He looks cool. He feels fun. So let's grab him. Smalls, I hope you find yourself well on this, the day of my daughter's wedding. I'm grabbing the Shredder. Okay, there's a legacy card. I think it's good. I mean, it's better than something like a Raider, right? And it's always fun to look at the top cards of your deck. Brochetti, thank you so much, Brochetti. Oh, Shredder. I would love a Technician, but let's take Shredder. This card's too strong. Oh my god, I forgot about this guy. Gain +1/+1 for each other friendly minion on the battlefield. Oh yeah. Castool. Thank you for the follow, Castool. Class cards globally have received a 1.5 times modifier. Cool. I don't have a lot of them, but that's okay. Because that's sort of the fun, right? And we always talk about this, is you don't want to be guaranteed anything, right? Some drafts you're going to see more, some drafts you're going to see less. And it's like if you have like the structure in place to, you know, have these payoffs sometimes, and that's sort of what makes the fun of drafting for me. It's that kind of like, you know, you get to see too, like sometimes you're going to get the synergies and sometimes you're not. Sometimes it's going to be smart to go for them and sometimes it's not. But I'm grabbing all the mechs I see right now. Oh my god, was this one? This one was in the classic set too. Whenever a character is healed, gain 2 attack. Do I have any heals? Could have used a priest hero power. Is a 4-mana 3/5 better than a 4-mana 4/4 with spell damage anyway? And I could pick up a card that would allow me to heal, I'm sure. Let's grab it. Why not? I don't want those. We'll just take a silence. 1 silence is pretty good. Needed a 5 times modifier. Well, I think you do want to see some of these old cards. Maybe some of them, like you want to see more of them in Dreads' decks than mine, but we'll grab a Sea Giant. I'm sure Sea Giant's still really strong. Yeah, we're not seeing a ton. All right, let's grab a Spellbreaker. I think the Dragon's still underrated. Probably I need 2s and 3s, but I don't have any. Dennis, thanks for the follow, Den. Let's grab this guy. I need 3s and 2s, but I don't like that one. What do I actually have? I only have 2 3-drops. Sure. I'll run an Annoyo. And more Shredders. Stormwind's here, though. Stormwind would actually be kind of insane in this meta. Let's take that. I'm going to actually be forced to take the 3. I would love the Mech Yeti, but... And then a removal spell. Oh yeah, Stormwind Knight too. Alright, let's grab that. We didn't see that many Demon Hunter cards. I think we only saw 1. I don't know how many there are. I saw Dreads had some of the Cleave card. I forgot that one existed. How do you see? Is it like Legacy? It's like these cards I think should be in. I saw Dreads had a couple of those. Oh my god, Inner Demon. So somebody's gonna kill me with an Inner Demon? Cool. Oh, this is is this the set that was... The set was in. That card was in, right? That might have been in like some other sets too. Animal Companion. Crossbolt, Fireball. Water Ellie. True Silver. Saw this guy when I was watching Dreads earlier. Oh my god, Prophet Velen. Man, I totally forget about some of these cards. Sap never made it into the core set. I debated reinstalling Hearthstone recently, but I feel like it would take too long to catch up and I haven't played in years. I always, you know, I'm a little biased, but I think it's really easy to get back and just jump in and start playing Arena. There's a set pool of cards. You don't have to spend a ton of money to get into it. You don't need a collection. I think Arena is always a good welcome back if you ever played it in the past. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a learning curve, but you know, I think it's worth it. Just be sure to do what Dreads don't does. Just be sure to do what Dreads don't does. Relative minion size makes class balance hard. Gotcha. So like making sure you have access to enough playable minions. Well, let's see if we can whoop some butts. And seems like Priest, but he 1-mana hero power. So we're doing what's called the dual class arena event. So it's just for like the next couple of weeks. It's where you can draft the first thing you draft is like your base hero. And then the second is your hero power. And then you get offered cards from both classes. And then there's a set pool of cards that you can from these sets. So you get cards from that. Standard is very different, and you know, that's a whole different ball game. Let's get the deck tracker up. We also have packs from the new Pokemon set today, so I am looking forward to opening some of those and getting better cards than Dreads as well, which is pretty much a foregone conclusion, I'd say. Right, that'll be good for next turn. And then if he plays a secret and we take it, that'll be delightful. New Pokemon set. Yeah. I actually have some I need to put in little pieces of plastic already. I may have had an afternoon, an evening of opening a few. I'll show some of the cool ones we got. Let me, get these in plastics first. Oh, good. That belongs to me now.
The light does not discriminate.
Mirror entity. I don't think I mind that. No, ma'am. Okay, it'll take me a little while to sleeve some of these up. I have a broken finger. Pokemon released a new set on the same day that Blizzard released basic cards into 2015 Arena. Yeah, right? Crazy how they synchronize those two things up. This goes here. Oh, wow, what a beauty. Okay, let's put that there. Did they quit because I took their secret? I hope so. I hope so. You have a broken finger? Was it a... Whoa, God. No, I just cut it a little. I got a little bit of a cut. So I have a band-aid. It's not broken. It's fine. I just didn't want to be like handling the mouse with all this. Ooh, I could silence it and go face. I think I'll just get the shredder down. We may end up silencing, you know, a piloted sky column of our opponents or something. Okay, I'll put that there. This one goes here. Oh. Hey, what, you didn't draft any minions? Come on, give me a minion. I mean, if he's not playing any minions, he's just gonna die, so it's fine.
In the light's name.
Aw, come on, dude. Alright, if he plays one minion. Sort of interesting, if he heals his face, my guy gets buffed too. I'm just gonna hit it. The legacy cards, I guess, are what we're missing, I think. But those are in now, so I think there should be access to more AoE. So somebody might have something like a Holy Nova here, Blizzard or Flame Strike, so you kind of have to be a little conscientious of that. We'll see how common that stuff is. We didn't see a Nova. We did get a Light Bomb. I know that wasn't missing, but might be possible. Like, you might not want to play so heavily into the board. Opponents might be able to come back a little easier today than they were able to a few days ago. You might be able to come back. Not against me, but, you know.
Anduin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The light
I really gotta do some sorting, some real sorting. Okay, let's find a 2. Sometimes you gotta play into the mirror image no matter how salty it makes you. It's tough, because we took his, right? So when you get a 2-for-1 that early, like we had a better hero power, I think we went first. It's tough to come back from that. Okay, I am going to coin these out and hope I find a 2-drop. Huge turd. Oh crap, why'd I do that? I deserve that. I hope he plays a secret. Maybe not this turn, but next turn. I'm sure it probably won't matter. Actually, it might though. Oh, I love that card. It kind of matters. Oh my god, and we whiffed on our draw. So he's basically spent 3 mana on an Ancient Mage. 3 mana, 2/5. Okay, we didn't play a secret this turn. Another mirror entity.
Power flows through me.
He didn't listen.
Your magic shall not save.
Okay, oh my gosh, my Growlithe. My sweet Growlithe. Hope your day is going well. Cash or subs? You know, why don't you just make it, I don't know, goodness gracious. How about you pick and I say thank you? Can we ever do that? Is that an okay arrangement? I'll feel like a jerk. I mean, it is my daughter's wedding today, but... Light Bomb, huh? Light Bomb, you say? I think this might be our way back into the game. I mean, you know, it's if I get a 2-3, it's like almost the same as a 4-3 here, right? If you're just trying to set up a Light Bomb, like if this is a 3-1 or a 3-3, it doesn't really matter. Sure, probably a dumb question. No, it's not dumb. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking. Like which would I rather have? This is the way I always tell it. If anybody ever asks about like, hey, like, you know, what's better to donate? When people give subs, I get less money. So if you give one sub, then I get like half of what you spend, basically, or 70% maybe. But somebody else gets a sub, they don't have to watch ads, they might have a good time and whatnot, and that's cool too. If you donate $5, I get like $4.90 or $4.85 or something like that. And then if you buy bits, you buy $100 worth of bits and you donate them all, I get them all, but you have to spend more on the bits. So it's like all of them are awesome. It's just kind of like there's pros and cons, but there's really no cons to like a direct donation other than the fact that like only the streamer benefits, right? Which, you know, from my perspective, I'm not super opposed to, but I like to let people know like how the support works. Wow, that's a good 4-drop. That's why I give subs. I hate Redbeard. No, you don't. But I appreciate the subs because again, sometimes what'll happen, you know, is, you know, Shadow Wanathan will give someone a sub, or TK Smalls will give someone a sub, and maybe they end up gifting a sub in the future, or maybe they end up sticking around when they might not have otherwise. And that's pretty cool too. Because ultimately the most important thing for the streamer is to grow the channel. Like I always say, I would much rather everybody save their money and then we have 10,000 viewers and we can play Raid Shadow Legends once a month. Hey, thank you for the $30. You know, thank you so much for the $30 donation. It's for the Amaranth Fund. I don't know what that means. To get my facial reconstructive surgery to look more like Amaranth that we talked about, or for some other purpose. Either way, I appreciate it and I thank you. I'm gonna play this. I kind of hate it. UC, good to see you. And I don't know if that was you, Maldo. I'm assuming that was you, Maldo, but thank you. It was anonymous. Okay, I feel bad because I actually, what season is that? So it's the Stonecutters. It wasn't as early as 3, was it? I don't think. Homer the Great? Homer the Great.
None may steal our secrets.
5. 5's my guess. I give subs and offer sexual favors. Oh, God. Gotta love Smalls. Gotta love Smut. If anybody gives me a sub, I'm gonna hunt them down. No, you won't. Oh my God. How do I not know anything about The Simpsons? Ask me about the one where Marge becomes a cop. I'll get that one, probably. 6! Is it really 6? Okay. I'm glad I didn't guess 3. I knew it wasn't 4. Oh, 6 was my next guess. Looks like room temperature meat's back on the menu. I like you were being charitable. You survived a hurricane? That's nice. Also, very happy for you. I want a hero power. Or do I? Maybe I just don't want a hero power. Because if I hero power, I'm stuck playing this and this. Or like these. It's always, I'm just gonna take 2 damage for the Divine Shield. What season episode is the one where Marge becomes a cop? I don't know what it's called. Does it have a name? Season 6, I think. I hope. If only I had watched, Homer the Great, I could have been rich. Chuckles was offering 1,000 gifted subs. Thank you though, half points. What was that one called? Marge Marge. It is season 6. The Springfield connection. Oh, like the French connection. Is there a card chase? Oh, is it like, is the scene where she's chasing him in the beginning a reference to the French connection? When she's chasing Snake? Did the patch add the Demon Hunter basic cards? Yeah, the cards that are in the Legacy set for Demon Hunter are in now. Pretty cute, pretty cool. Let's play this. I actually want this to die, I think. Because I kind of need to roll a taunt. A hero power there, I trade there. I guess I'm trading there. So I can always trade first. Well, I'm glad I don't have a spell. Sea Giant's best card for me. Not sure if I'm dead, but I'm definitely dying. Double Divine Shield on the Horse Rider. Well, thank goodness it didn't get, Wind Fury. Let's see how many class cards they have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Their cards look cool. Keeper of Uldamon, Unstable, Flame Cannon. We need those. There are various homages to the other police movies throughout that episode. I remember the scene where she's training to be in the police force. Is that like, what movie is that? Isn't that an army movie? There's a shot where she's like roping in the and it's like sunset in the background. You kind of just see the silhouette. Okay, can I kill that? I can. I'm at 4. Oh my god, I can definitely kill that. All right, let's get this down. Let's get that down. It's 3, 6, 14, 17, 20. All right. So what I think we do, like if we hero here, we take 1. If we hero power there, we're always taking 1. So I think it's better to just push the damage, not take the 1 this turn, and trade 6 damage into it and just hope they don't have a small amount of damage. There's a speed reference in the episode for sure when Marge is training. You know, I've never seen speed. Let's squelch them in case they're killing us here and we're gonna get angry. She drives over a freeway that isn't complete yet. Uh-oh. This isn't what we want to see. We wanted them to just concede. She's driving over a freeway that's not yet complete. Hey guys, what's up, Corny? We got the win, and that's great. I think we played that reasonably well. I think we were behind most of the game. I messed up with the mech warper. I played it and it lost the 50-50 and took 1, and then this 2-5 freak killed it, and things actually were looking pretty grim after that. Not even seen speed, it's shameful. Yeah, I don't know. I never saw speed. When I was a kid, we watched a lot of action films. My dad and I and my brother, and probably my mom and sister watched some, but I remember my brother and I and my dad watching stuff. And my dad was always he was always an Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone. He liked Chuck Norris. I mean, my dad's still alive. Oh god, it's his birthday in 2 hours, but he'll be asleep. But I'll call him tomorrow. I have had COVID for 9 days and I'm still sick and I can't sleep. Oh man. Well, don't get too stressed. Just try to relax. Drink some water. Take a hot bath. Stay up and watch some Redbeard. You know, do what it is you gotta do to survive. Or rather, the bus. I saw this movie about a bus that couldn't lose its speed, and if its speed dropped below a certain rate, I don't know what he says. I think it was called The Bus That Couldn't Slow Down. You've had it? I don't believe so. I got vaccinated as early as I could, and I got a booster. And I sit inside all day interacting with like no one. I wore a mask out. I mean, I know that's not like a foregone conclusion or anything, but I mean, I tried to do whatever precautions I could. I don't think I ever got it. Honestly, and I'm probably gonna jinx myself here, but I feel like I've barely been sick in the time that I've been streaming, which is like coming up on close to 5 years now. I feel like I've been like really sick, like where I'm like, oh yeah, I definitely have like a cold or something, like maybe like once, and it was only like for a few days and it was like mild. I remember sleeping I remember feeling kind of sick and just being, okay, I'm just gonna sleep all day. Like maybe I ended a stream, slept from like 8 a.m. until like 8 p.m. Often I just was like, just kept sleeping. I think I got up, streamed, did the same thing like the next day, and then like by the third day I was like, oh wow, like I somehow feel good. When I worked at Target, I was sick twice a year, every year, for like 2 or 3 weeks. And it's probably got a lot to do with like sitting around and, you know, interacting with so many people and getting breathed on and stuff. But like, man, I think like streaming and a life of relative seclusion, and also like people taking more precautions with masks and washing their hands and not going out if they're sick. Like, I think if we could all just keep doing that, even if, you know, we can eliminate COVID completely, that'd be pretty sick. Not getting sick would be pretty sick, you know what I mean? You can get COVID by walking around the neighborhood. Yeah, you can get anything from anything, right? Basically, but it feels like, personally, what you know we can do to minimize not just COVID, but just any type of inconvenient disease. Like I'm all for it, man. Like I said, being at Target, you know, you had hundreds or thousands of people coming in. You worked with hundreds of people. Like I said, twice a year minimum. Well, minimum once a year, but like sometimes like twice a year. I'd be sick for 2 weeks, and you'd have a cough that lasts for a month, and I'm like, good lord. Not getting sick is pretty sick. Yeah, that's great. I watched Last Action Hero the other day. Since it was on, it was a banger. I mix up some of the Arnold films, but I always enjoyed them. And as I got older, one of my good friends, Jesse, well, I have 2 friends, Jesse and Dan. Jesse and his brother loved Arnold films too, so like I'd go over to his house and we just put on Arnold films, and they're not, maybe not better, maybe they are better. I feel like they're way funnier the older you get, and they're like way worse movies, but they're like as entertaining but in a different way. But I always really enjoyed going over to his house and watching Arnold films with him. But anyway, point somewhat was I didn't watch a lot of Keanu Reeves. My dad never went out of his way to watch Keanu Reeves films, but like we saw like every Arnold film, and you know, a lot of Jean-Claude Van Damme, Chuck Norris he liked a lot, Sylvester Stallone. Who else was around that time? Action hero? Oh, Jackie Chan. My dad likes Jackie Chan, so do I. Love Jackie Chan, man. I do a lot of the same moves when I end the stream. Beat somebody up with a broom the other day. You know, it was one of my stuffed animals, but that, you know, that's not the point. Not sure if this is that good. Everything he's playing has 6 attack. Can we buff him once? Hey, what's up, Flo? Bruce Willis. I don't know if my dad liked. I think he did. Maybe the Die Hard movies. I think my dad liked, but I don't really remember them. You show that Teddy who's boss. I lost the fight. Will Smith had a bunch of big movies in the 90s. Yeah, my dad wasn't a huge Will Smith fan per se, but like, yeah, I liked Independence Day. I think my dad probably, oh, there's one. I think my dad probably dug Independence Day, at least.
I've got the beast in my sights.
What else was he in? He was in Wild Wild West, but I never saw that one. I heard it was really bad. Even as a kid, it was like, I remember it being touted as being really bad. I saw iRobot, I think. That was okay. Was that the one where he was like in a zombie world or something? Is that iRobot? Or were there 2? I Am Legend? Was iRobot a different movie that he was also in? Yeah, I Am Legend. iRobot was a different movie. It was a cop chasing a robot. But was that with Will Smith or was that someone else? I'm thinking of I Am Legend, I think. iRobot had a floating Audi. I like all the knowledge you guys have of things. Also Will Smith. Okay, yeah. I don't feel like a complete idiot. Drop my Exna. Honestly, silencing that thing isn't that valuable. Could just drop the beast here. He kills this and trades it and gets a 3/3. Honestly, it's not that bad. But if he doesn't kill it, it's he's gonna just die. If I didn't have this card, I wouldn't take this card. Can you give me the deck code for your druid from yesterday? I don't know how. I Am Legend was him living in a city with just his dog and everybody else was infected with the virus. Yeah, I remember that one. iRobot is AI. My god! If it ain't Little Dreads. Why is Pip Quick Wit and not Finkel Einhorn? I don't know, actually. Pokemon? Oh, we've got Pokemon. I opened a few. With company. I'm gonna just show the 3 best we got dreads. Open one later. I gotta get food. Yeah, I'm not gonna open one right now. I don't do everything based off of your appearance here.
I gotta move.
I'm gonna show the 3 best. Bum ba ba bum. Sweetie Pie, Growlithe, Reverse Hollow. Oops. Oh, this one should probably be back here. I pretend you didn't see that one. Sir Viper V-Star. And the big hitter. The worker lady. Nice. Real cool. Full art trainer. That's mine. No, you can't have worker. You get nothing. Where's Chuckles?
Shall not save.
Remember Worker and Parasite? Worker and Parasite! You can't have that one. That one's mine forever, Dreads. You can never have that one. If I open a second one, I'll trade you the other one for like your whole collection. Mr. Beetlejuice, I believe this was it. Thank you, Taz. I thought you would be able to find it, but I couldn't, you know? 3 wins. Not bad. Not bad. 3 wins and 0 losses. You see the original ending for I Am Legend? I remember there being an alternate ending, and I remember checking it out, but I can't remember what it is, and I can't remember what the other one was. I want to watch that. Bougie Dance, thank you for dropping in. If anybody's here from Dreads' stream for the first time, I also play Hearthstone Arena. I also made it to Platinum 5 in Standard, and we're gonna, at some point, maybe not today, but at some point in the near future, we're gonna take that bad boy to Legend. And if you're here from my channel, and you somehow don't know Dreads, that's the guy that just raided us. That's the goon I'm always making fun of. I'm always like, you know, people are comparing me to, but like a much more enhanced version of him. You know, that's the guy. I love the animation.
What you got there?
What is it? That was terrible. Oh man, that's funny. Redbird, standard legend guy. Oh, I'm taking that to legend. It turns out that's because the Demon Hunter legacy cards are in, all legacy cards are discoverable. What cards are legacy cards? Do I give him a coin? And give up my coin? Ugh.
By the light.
I don't think so. In the book, he realizes they have a society and they've replaced humans. Whoa, spoilers. I was just about to read that. Okay, maybe I wasn't gonna read it, but... This isn't constructed, I know, right? I was kind of, I'm kind of looking forward. I was having fun. I like that Druid deck. I've got to get to Legend. We'll see. Maybe we'll do like 5 or 6 hours of Arena and then maybe like an hour of Constructed. And if we're just kind of hard stuck, maybe we'll just cut it there. But if we're like close, maybe we'll go a little longer and try to make it to, what did he put on this? Inner Rage, huh? Coin out Light Bomb. I think I'm just gonna hit here. Legacy is a bit complicated. For example, cards that were not in Classic but was in the first core and removed, War Cache, are in Legacy. Well, I can't imagine it's too detrimental to have them, right? Maybe they just put in Legacy instead of trying to make Basic plus Classic plus Demon Hunter work, minus Demon Hunter. Well, I don't know if Matt's still here, but Matt was hanging out for a bit, so while I'm sure he's not super excited to talk about work all day, maybe he is. If he's listening, maybe he could offer any insights. And then I don't have to do anything. It's a great system for Redbeard. I could play, I have 6 mana. 6 isn't enough. I guess if I'm just playing this, it is. Okay, fine. He's really not that close to activating it. Next turn we can go Wolf Rider Argus if we want, or we can go Wolf Rider Shredder if there's no mathematics that add up for us.
Safety restrictions offline. Harvesting servos engaged.
Can I buff his guy? So if I go 4 and 5, so I want to taunt 3, 8, 9. I want to taunt. Oh my god, I might get blown out by his BGH though. Well, what are you gonna do? What if he doesn't have BGH?
Wanna blow something up?
Oh, that'd be great. Good, bad, and fine. That felt fair. If he has an execute, then he still has to throw his guy in. I'm not sure if execute's in. Crush! Okay, that's a disaster. No, that no longer feels fair. Holy smokes. Oh man, if that doesn't hit his guy, then I guess... Oh, he'd still be able to... How much does crush cost? I don't think he could have crushed if that had missed. No? Doesn't this cost 7? So he's just like... Just a wing and a prayer there. That's inelegant. Play one big guy, but I feel like I actually probably would prefer to have 2 smaller guys. I'm gonna take the Kraken. He doesn't have. Does he still have a coin? Maybe he has a coin. 8, 9. He used his Tomb Pillager coin. Oh my.
This guy's toast.
So we trade here. We shoot there. 5, pretty low. But what are you gonna do? Hopefully we roll a taunt. I'm not sure. There must be a taunt, right? $11, $12.
I've got the beast in my
It's too bad. It's dead then, right? This goes up to 2.
I've got the beast in my sight.
I wonder if BGH is super common.
You have best.
Okay, alright, alright. I'd rather win.
Anduin versus Uther.
And we're back online. Let's just keep the Mech Warper. BGH is 3 mana 3/3 that eats Divine Shields. You can't afford to play around it, and if they have it, you just lose. Yeah. I think you can beat a BGH. If we weren't so far behind before that, like we were really close to just winning that game. And it's, you know, we were like half a turn away, like the whole game. The 3 mana 3/3 is a better tempo play on 3 than BGH is on 4. So it's like skipping your turn 4 and not playing anything, and then BGHing something later. Oftentimes will still lose you the game. So I feel like, especially for this context of game, like this type of meta, BGH, it still feels like a pretty fair card because it's not overstated, right? I think I still do this, but I don't want to trade for him. But yeah, when you get, you know, you top deck a Stormwind champ and then they top deck a BGH or whatever, or like you know, something like that, it's gonna feel awful. Or, you know, you have to throw a Kraken face and then they just kill it for free. But, you know, there's fewer answers to things, so it's kind of nice. I don't think you want something like BGH to be super common, but I don't think having it exist is like a inherently like bad thing, unless like in that game where the opponent BGH is me, in which case then yeah, then it's not fair. But that's totally different. Whoops. BGH on average is a bad card. 80% 4 mana 4/2 and 20% 4 mana 4/2 Vile Spine. It's not a good card. It's just that the 20% is really good. Yeah. So I think that cards like Vile Spine, I mean, that came, you know, several years later and was the best card in Arena probably when it came out, right? It's like sometimes it's better to have a card that has a little more fluctuation in terms of like its potency, right? A condition, a little bit of inconsistency to mitigate the fact that it's like you can spend 5 mana and kill a Deathwing. but you're also sometimes killing an Earthen Ring Farseer, and you're spending 5 mana on a 3/4. So even like Bilespine, to today's standards, at least still has some of those conditions as well. Let me just play this. Play that next turn. Don't have much going for me. Still think I kind of want to just go face, especially if he's using his weapon to whack stuff. Maybe I throw the Wolf Rider face and like cheese a win. I don't like those card designs in general. Yeah, I think the issue more that I have with that type of card design is when you make a card like Dragon Maw Poacher, where it's not really understated and the upside is so huge. Or you have something like Galaka Glutton, where the downside is so minimal, but the upside is so humongous, and it's so much more like widespread, where Galaka can basically prevent you from drafting a type of minion. Whereas BGH is never going to stop you from taking a Dr. Boom, but it allows somebody sometimes to answer a Dr. Boom, and I kind of think that that's good. Dredge without Sunken is whatever. Dredge with the Sunken cards is bonkers. Oh, I love the Dredge mechanic. The only thing I would have wished for Dredge was I wish you had the option to decline putting one on top. So you could look at the bottom 3 and put one on the top of your deck, or choose to leave all 3 down there. It always felt bad when you needed like a removal spell or a relevant minion, and you had to put a card you didn't want on the top of your deck. I'd rather have cards be blatantly powerful than be occasionally powerful. See, I think I would just disagree with wanting that myself. Because if you just have cards be blatantly powerful all the time, then it's like, then you have things like Knight Captain, which, I mean, it's just, it has a condition, but its condition is so overwhelmingly easy to achieve, and its stats are so overcosted for what it costs, right? That it like, then you end up with cards like Knight Captain, and it's like does anybody really like Wild Paw Caverns or whatever? It's like, do you really want a 4 mana 9/12 that freezes everyone's board? I'm much more okay with Knight Captain and Tyrant than MCT. I think that a lot of the cards like MCT from around this era,
Your magic shall not save.
I know I'm giving him some health, but I'm just gonna do this. I know a lot of the cards from that era, like those cards I think in particular feel bad. MCT, Flame Juggler, a lot of the jousty mechanics I think feel pretty bad. And I think getting away from that design in general was a good direction for Hearthstone. But that being said, I'm not super opposed to Knight Captain or Twin Tyrant too much either. It's the frequency. Like if those were legendary cards in Arena, then I think that it's like, okay, whatever. Like it's when, you know, every game plays out and you expect a I'm pretty close to being dead. You know, you can expect a Knight Captain on 5, or, you know, you're at 3 wins or 4 wins and every shaman's gonna have a Wild Paw Cavern. And I think that oftentimes in terms of arena play has more to do with appearance rate or rarity than the cards themselves. Because yeah, like cards in Alterac Valley, like if it's all Alterac Valley and all things created equal, like Knight Captain probably isn't that broken because you have cards that can answer things like that. It's when you put, you know, Knight Captain against a Silverhand Knight and you're like, well, these are not the same type of 5 drops. Or 6, 9, 10. Maybe he has to triple trade. Why didn't you use the charge minion? Oh, he's at 5. I'm going to use the charge minion to kill him. Or at least I'm going to try to. If you trade it, you're never going to get there. Charge. When he's this low, we have this underpowered of a hand. We're just kind of sitting here hoping that we can tag him a few times and force him to trade.
How many fingers do you see?
So now we can kill him next turn, and he might have a, I mean, if he has a heal, he's going to use it, but he might have a card that could play around it if he knows that it's there. But instead, he may have the option to play something else. Maybe he plays a Deathwing this turn or something, because he's like, okay, I just need to you know, kill Redbeard next turn. I'm going to push 4, take the trade, drop a Deathwing or something, and then now he's open to actually losing. You just ignore the 6/3 and you just Wolf Rider face, in which case I actually like that play. I mean, it works if they don't have any damage, right? Like if they don't have an Elven Archer or a Mad Bomber or something. But I don't think you have to take the risk. So that's part of it too, right? Risk versus reward. We're trying to mitigate that risk. But yeah, you could do that. But it's when he drops a taunt and then he
Wanna blow something up?
kills your Wolf Rider and now you die to the 6/3. Okay, is he guaranteed to be dead? Because he has this, no, right? So if I hit... He should be dead? Oh, because he's going to take 2 there, and then he's going to take 2 here. So we just play the Mystic.
By the light.
I forgot this lives. Steal Secret? Yeah, we're going to steal Secret. Was that a drafted A-Bomb? That was a drafted A-Bomb. Let's see how many class cards they have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Still doesn't look like they have a ton, but they got some cool iconic ones. Blessing, Consecration, True Silver. Definitely feels better having those type of cards in. Worse for me, because he almost killed me with them, but they didn't have enough class cards to make me start rumbling. What does rumbling mean?
Anduin versus Jaina.
Did the update refund any of the ongoing runs? I don't think so, but I believe I saw on Twitter that Matt said that if you played any runs while the like Discover issues were going on, it looks like they're going to work at compensation. I'm assuming that means refunding your gold for your run at the very least. You talk a big game against Dreads when he can squat a 45-pound bar. What do these words mean? What is a bar? Okay, I'm gonna have to take this sweater off. I'm freaking sweating over here. Let's see. Good trade. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna just play this. So if I play this and he hero powers trades it, then I'm gonna have to hero power. I guess I could have hero powered Bloodfend because of that draw. Wow, I kind of want to Velen's that, but putting it on here is pretty sick right away. Gaslit by Redbeard. Me? Didn't refund my run, but it's cool. I went 10 and 3 with it, and I started 1 and 2. Yeah, I think that it showed that he was working on it. They were working on it like today or something. I don't know. I was like kind of, I don't really pay that much attention on Twitter sometimes. He eats too many protein bars, so when he squats out a steamy one, it weighs 45 pounds. Oh, the Pierce the Professional special. Yeah, I'm familiar. Heard of such things. How are we doing? I'm doing good, Buster. Got some new Pokemon packs from the new set. We're at 4 and 1, I think. It's hard to say exactly how good this run is, but maybe it's decent. Gosh, well, I guess I don't have to play that. I try to set up a better Light Bomb. It's kind of like, I mean, it's probably not a hard read on Light Bomb per se, but this doesn't really incentivize him to play too much here, but what can you do? I want to try to steal a secret if we can. Are we opening any? Yeah, we're gonna open some. After this run, we'll do 2. And if old man Dreads has to go to bed, maybe we'll do 1 before he goes to bed and then 1 after. We have to get the Altart Lugia and show Dreads so that he feels bad, right? Really the best part of Pokemon cards is making sure that Dreads feels bad. Is it ever worth it here? We know he has a Keeper of the Grove. Problem is if I play like this, I guess he could hit it and Keeper, but then I don't have a way to kill the 3/3. So I'm gonna take 6 at least, probably. Oh, can I have that back? I'm gonna take 6 at least. Oh, maybe he got a secret. And then probably take 6 again. So we're probably gonna take 12 from this guy. Still lose 6 life? Yeah, guaranteed to lose 6 and almost certainly 12. Tomb Spider. Okay, this hand is awful. I think I have to get something down this turn. Or I'm dead. I think Daddy Musk is Smellyhead's new cologne line. Daddy Musk? Is that a person? What the hell's going on? Okay, I have to just get my goddamn sweater off.
Let's get
That's a problem. So I need like a 3 here. Actually, that doesn't help that much either. I mean, it's the only thing we can do. Like,
shield put out by the light.
this has to die, and then this eats this. Benny's music. Twitter is great. Daddy Musk will turn it around. Daddy Musk. Okay. Daddy Musk is Smellyhead's clone line. That's a good joke. I'm sorry that I ruined it. Do you think Smellyhead has like a potent musk? He gives off the vibe of a man who is very hygienic. Seems to have his life together. Beautiful wife, 2 beautiful daughters, successful job. Puts up dreads and red beard. I feel like he smells good. Red's taking it off. I came at the right time. Ew. Ugh. Oh, okay. All right, maybe we're back. That's actually a big deal. And then we need him to play into. Oh dear. Well. Gosh. I mean, I can't because if it's mirror, I lose. If I play either of those. Do I play this card? We know he has a spell, and we know he has a card that doesn't. We know he has a deal 2 to this though, but he can just shoot here. I think I have to play it. It feels bad, but I think we have to. I got a pistol. Thanks for the follow, man. I think it means after Smelly works out. Oh, okay, yeah, probably got a potent musk to him.
I must safeguard the land.
You must shut up.
Safeguard the land.
Slobbering time. Alright, let's play the Force Tank. It's our best draw. Probably like a Mech Warper. Mech Warper, Force Tank, Hero Power. That's weird that we got it.
Powering up. Portal online.
This odds seemed rather low. Okay, let me get a little more caffeine powder. Somebody came over to fix the garbage disposal earlier today. So I couldn't sleep after the stream. Plus I had to go get Pokemon cards also, but when I came back, the guy was here and he was fixing the garbage disposal. He was clicking and clanging and I am a little tired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10. Wow. Silver Tempest. Well, no, working out means what is working in? Pardon me? He's at 11? Face. Did I want that? I wanted that.
Runs out on me.
No. Okay, what's my best draw? Something... Oh, that's great. Wow, that's phenomenal. That's our best draw for sure. I would have asked for that. I'm gonna just snag this. You might not have enough power to kill either. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ever watched your Twitch before and I binge watched half your videos on YouTube and I came for the fart jokes? Hey, I don't tell fart jokes. Now that you're here, you can see that Twitch chat's entirely responsible for such lewd behavior. Oh no, what's happening? This can't be good. Oh my god. That's a rather fortuitous top deck on that turn. I don't think that's a good card, but in a spot where you have 4 shitters and your opponent has 2 humongous unkillable minions, I suppose it's good. Oh man, I think we've gotten scammed twice here. Alright, I'm gonna discard some of this debris and detritus.
versus Uther.
I will fight with honor.
The light shall bring victory.
I mean, that can be good if they're all alive, I suppose. Glad to see Redbeard lose the same crazy way. That always happens to me. Yeah, I mean, if you play enough, some good stuff's gonna happen, some bad stuff's gonna happen, but that was an particularly unfortunate top deck. The literal last turn for them to draw something like that or die, I'm sure. However, we did top deck a Sea Giant, which was great, and the Mech Warper, which actually was good. Kind of got the cards we wanted when we needed them too, so. Did you like this new meta? I'm not a big fan. I haven't really played, so they just adjusted things today. They've changed the offering rates of some of the cards, and then reintroduced some of the basic and classic or legacy set cards, so there will be more class cards and there will be more spells, and I think that will be an improvement. I think just as kind of like a
Something needs tinkering?
general rule of thumb, I am more of a fan of keeping the more recent sets together. I actually think it'd be kind of cool if there was a even a smaller block of sets that were draftable. So if you just drafted Castle Nathvir or just drafted you know, one set, I think that would actually be pretty fun, and then they rotated more often. But today I would consider it to be sort of a new iteration of the meta we just had, and we'll see. I think this meta's gonna be cool. What's up, Martin? Yeah, it'll definitely feel, I think, it'll definitely feel better than the last meta, the last little short, like little pseudo meta we had. Because there will at least be cards like True Silver and Consecration. There'll be cards like Flame Strike and, you know, Holy Nova. You can have a Hex if you're drafting Shaman. So you won't have like a foregone conclusion that you've lost at every game. It's definitely better. Yeah, I don't know if you drafted any Demon Hunter Dreads. I still only ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I still only ended up with 6 class cards, and we really weren't offered many. I don't know if it's like a Demon Hunter thing because the pool of Demon Hunter cards is so small. And it's like, you're still going to have a lot of decks that sort of play out this way because everybody's going to be kind of gunning for the Demon Hunter hero power if they're trying to win. I would complain about Demon Hunter still being included, but now I realize if I asked to remove the class for the meta arena, would be broken for a month until they figure out how to fix it. Yeah, so sometimes there's like technological aspects that prevent, you know, these idealistic scenarios from taking place, I think. But yeah, I think if you're just kind of like, here's like the best way to do things, I think it would be kind of, you could make a lot of good suggestions that might not be easily implemented or maybe not at all possible within the client. I like this song.
By the light.
So what am I doing? Play the 2, coin the 3s. I guess I just play the 2 then.
Hurry up! Portals online!
Don't worry, next dual class, when they do this, we'll get Death Knight hero powers and cards. I think so. We often have to choose if we're going to play it safe for tech or push for something experimental. This event was experimental, but the tech got us. I appreciate it, Mr. Matt London. And, you know, as we mentioned, like, I don't really know. I just like when things change, you know, because if you play it as much as me, and, you know, maybe Dreads, and some of these bozos that hang out here, it's like you just have, it's just nice to mix it up. So, like, my thing's always like, if it's rotating quick and you absolutely hate it, then it's like, okay, well, you don't have to play it that long. If if you're playing a bunch, but if you absolutely love it and it rotates quick, then you're gonna miss it. You're not gonna get bored of it. So I think that even little tweaks are cool, because like I said, I kind of get to go into today feeling kind of like, oh, like this is basically a new meta in a sense. I guess I can see what I get first. Ooh, that might be better, huh? You know what? Let's do that. Save the 5-2. Keep doing events like this. It's okay if things break. Yeah, and you know, I'm sure Matt knows as well as anybody. Like, we're gonna whine no matter what happens, so you know. But I had fun playing standard, you know, like, yeah, you lose arena for a day to try to, you know, fix something or do something, and at the end of the day, like, even the most dedicated of us, such as, you know, Dreads or myself, you know, Thaurissan, the Smelly Heads, us Cretans who are playing every day, like, we'll live and, you know, get outside a little bit and maybe play a different mode. I'm telling you, man, I'm pushing for legend. I'm taking Thaurissan in a great battle. Once I get to rank 2 legend, I'm gonna take Thaurissan. Maybe you, I don't mind. No, they're making Reddit posts about you for calling everybody snipers and for whining about everything. You see that new one they did about you? I mean, they didn't mention you specifically again, but very clearly seemed to be about you. Guy bouncing, opening Pokemon duds, and his cat's always he's always being mean to his cat, they said. Last time I played Hearthstone, these cards were current. Well, hey, welcome back. It's time to now that we've got you here and we've got Matt London here, it's time for you to buy some welcome bundles. It's time for you to spend money. I really hope... Oh wait, I have to play this first. I really hope this doesn't hit my 7-3. Okay, cool. We'd rather you try stuff that may go pear-shaped over just not doing anything for months. Yeah, and you know, I have said, and I will say again, we didn't really have anybody working on Arena for a long time, and we didn't get really any changes other than like a rotation here or there. But like, there really wasn't anybody. And having somebody that we can talk to and vent to and, you know, share, you know, impressions with and stuff is for me, like, that's so much better than in the past where it just kind of felt like you're kind of screaming into the void. Things have improved for Arena a ton since Matt came along. He's doing a great job. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. And, you know, I always say as well, my thing is, like, my job is to, like, sit here and talk about Hearth and talk shit and win games of Hearth and stuff. I don't really know how to make a game or how to, you know, balance things or anything, so as always, I'm sure it's very easy to throw out 100 solutions that might not always be applicable, or you throw out one solution to something and then somebody else doesn't see it that way. It's a you know, creates a problem for someone else. If you guys don't follow Matt on Twitter, you can follow him. He posts a lot of this stuff on Twitter. So when you guys ask me what the heck is going on, I just read Matt's Twitter. So you can stop asking me questions and go follow him. That'd be all right. Stop talking to me. Just let me play my beloved Hearth. I'll put Shredder on top. Matt saved us from the epic Colossal meta. I see, now this is what I mean though. I like the Colossals. I know the Dreads was losing a lot, so he didn't like the Colossals, but I was winning a ton. I was beating Dreads. I was 17-0 against Dreads, so I said bring on the Colossals. Shirtless Watcher? That's me right now. That doesn't say shirtless. Yeah, and then, you know, if you go even farther back to when I, you know, before Matt, before we didn't have like a modes guy, when it felt like there was more, like, you know, I don't know. No, Battlegrounds didn't exist. If you go all the way back, we really didn't get rotations at all. There really weren't even rotations. For a long time, Arena just sort of like added the next set every time. And it was like you played with these cards, plus Whispers of the Old Gods, and you played with all of those cards, plus Zingoro, and you played with all of these cards, and you just, it's kind of stacked sets for a while, and it was like, it's like, do you like playing with Piloted Shredder? Well, guess what? You get to do that for 3 years. And some of us did that even, you know, so even that was quite enjoyable to some of us. This meta, where the averages during the meta were still sub 7? Yeah, see, I'd rather have more fun, even if it means losing more. And I think that that should count for something from somebody that does mostly winning, you know? It does more winning than losing. I'd rather lose a couple of,
By the light. Get down!
Goes to a 3-3. Doesn't really help me.
Your magic shall not save.
But, you know, some people have fun only when they're winning. Like, that's the most fun thing for them. Other people have fun just drafting whatever cards they want. Other people like a balance of those things, so you're just never going to be able to appease everybody. Taverns of Time was great. The buffs on the cards made the event. Oh, I agree. Now, if we're talking specifically wow, 7 wins, neato. If we're talking specifically Taverns of Time, I thought that one that lets you discover from your deck instead of drawing, I thought that one could have been bumped up a stat. I forget what he was. I think he was a 2-4. I think he could have been a 2-5. So almost never took him, but it's a really cool concept. But yeah, I always loved Taverns of Time. I'm kind of surprised they never made that type of like flashback set, sort of like Magic did Time Spiral and Future Sight and Planar Chaos and stuff. That we never really got like a full fleshed out Taverns of Time set with how well received it is, and like some of the concepts are so cool. That dragon that draws you cards, and then the giant that reduces cards. But even things like you drew your 2 10-drops on turn 1, and then you're holding the dragon that cycles your hand. It's like, oh wow, like that's just such a good feeling to not have these dead cards. Or somebody puts a curse in your hand, and then you get an extra card and you kind of counter the curse. Like that card offered so much cool counterplay. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Arena was standard for a year when Demon Hunter came out from Ashes to Darkmoon, and Darkmoon was the birth of the epic bug. I like when Arena's more akin to standard, but I do remember the epic bug being kind of funky, right? What was it like? What did we have? Rune of the Archmage or something was in, like, they had like 3 of them in every mage deck. Rabbit and Clowns. Yeah, that's right.
It's getting hot in here.
Yeah, runes, spam. Yeah. But like, so even in a situation like that, like, I mean, 3 weeks of that, like, it's not gonna kill me. Those are fun cards, and it's like, how long have we really played with spammy or Rune of the Archmage or, Darkmoon cards in the existence since they've come out? Like, relatively short period of time.
How many fingers do you see?
So it's when you're stuck with that for a full year or something, and it's got kind of a feels bad sort of feeling, I think. My favorite recent meta was the launch of the Sunken City meta pre-DOD. I thought that was a really fun meta, and Sunken City is a great set. Yeah, I love Sunken City. I think Sunken City is my favorite set in the last like 4 or 5. I'd have to look at them all and kind of think about them again, but that's my first thought. I love Dredge. I mean, I think that all the recent sets have been really good. There's just been a couple of like problematic cards, and even then, like, some of those got adjusted, right? Like Knight Captain was too good for too long, but then kind of got a reduction. Do I hero power here? I really don't want to. You love Dreads? I tolerate Dreads. Statistically, are you a top 100 arena player? Yeah, on NA, I'm sure we typically end up in the top 100 of the leaderboard, right? I would argue somewhat, and it's kind of not fair, but I would say I don't really, I don't, like, try hard. I mean, it's kind of easy to say that, but I would say I don't really, like, try too hard. I mean, I still try to win. I'm not sitting here trying to lose or anything, but... Maybe he doesn't have a little bit of damage. He has a True Silver, it kills us, but 9, 13, 14. Get a Threaten ready.
None may steal us.
That's a good answer. I think the new Death Knight cards are not on the same power level cards from recent expansions. I don't know, I haven't even looked at them all. But cards being lower power level isn't inherently a bad thing necessarily. It's kind of more important that the power is relative to the cards around them, right? I also am kind of I've kind of always been more in favor of making the cards fun rather than feeling balanced, because it's really hard to balance so many sets and so many cards and so many experiences. But if you're getting a fun draft or you're having fun games and you're still losing, like, I think that's more important. And you're gonna win sometimes too, right? Let me say without bias that if he were trying hard, but it would be consistently 50, maybe top 25. Hey, oh yeah, I'll take top 25. It's hard, man. It's hard because you have to play really well over long periods of time and probably, you know, get a little lucky. 4, 7, 10, 11. Can't kill anything. I can go face. I guess I have to trade here. 6 and 2. All right, let's play it safe. I think it might be better to just go face and then play these two. Wow, squeezing in a hero power even. Red, what's up, Umbra? How are you, man? I beat a guy with a way better deck than mine because I did 20 damage with my spells. Nice. Maybe your deck was better than you thought if you did all that damage. Where was I on the last leaderboard? There you go, 86. That's pretty good. That's top 100, I'd say. You could make an argument that that's top 100. Huh. So I put that there. I run it in, I hit it, I hero power. He goes here, he gets a 1-1. I think I want to play this one, but it feels really bad because I'm going to lose the mech buff. That's 4 health? It changed my mind.
Available.
I mean, I already did this. I suppose this threatens lethal, right? Did you get any Silver Tempest packs? That Alt-Art Lugia. I like the Alt-Art Lugia. I did. We have opened a couple off stream, and we're gonna open a few on stream. These were our best hits from off stream. A full art worker. I kind of wish he had a name. Do they? I guess sometimes they don't have names, huh? Worker's odd, but the art's cool. And then, of course, the big hitter. Already with the reverse Growlithe. My god, I love that one. I gotta get like 20 of those. And put them in my Growlithe binder.
I must concede.
Hot dog. That worked out well. Super wonderful. Spectacular news, everyone. 8 wins. Cool. Honestly, didn't think we'd get there, to be honest. Yeah, we have some Silver Tempest. As long as I have permission to open all these bad boys. As long as I got permission. You haven't drawn some of your worst cards. What are my worst cards? Let me see my deck tracker. Good games. Great to see so much passion for Arena. I'm looking forward to the Death Knights and hope you enjoyed this new patch. Hey, thank you so much, Matt. Have a good night. And yeah, we'll be jamming some Death Knights. If it's good, I'll whoop everyone. You can talk Arena anytime. All right, I'll shoot you a message on Discord. Sometimes I feel like, you know, I feel like the Arena community itself mostly dreads, but you know, I guess I'd include myself in there. Like we're so whiny, we're so needy, and it's like, I don't want to whine more. You know, but no, it's probably not. I think it's passion. You know, there's a lot of passionate dudes and dudettes here.
The light protects me.
Yeah, it's probably fine. If it enables me getting this. All right, so we said, what are our worst cards? Well, we've lost every joust with our Gadget Jan Jouster. We've drawn it a lot. I guess I feel like I've drawn everything. What have I not drawn? The Wolf Rider gave us lethal. And that's not a great card, but performed adequately. We've had a Bloodfin Raptor on curve, and it actually kind of helped us out. The BGH actually killed something. That was kind of nice. The Frostwolf. I mean, I got lethal with it. It's got to be worth something, right? You just drew it. I must have missed that. Yeah, got lethal with it once, and then that game, it you know, it helped get us through the taunt. So I think we've only drawn it twice, and it's been serviceable. But sometimes, like, that's kind of, you know, that's something we talk about, right? Is sometimes you just make a bad card serviceable. You don't really have a choice. You just have to find the best use for a bad card, and that's kind of the fun of Arena as well. Oh, Shredder's a phenomenal draw here. New cards? Well, so the Legacy set is in, it seems like. Cosmic Camel, I love you all. How are you, Cosmic? It looks like the Legacy set got in, and then the appearance rate of class cards, I think Matt said, had a 1.5 multiplier added to them. So you should see more class cards, and then the Legacy cards should be in as well. And the Legacy cards, if you're not familiar, include things like Polymorph, Hex, Flame Strike, a lot of the class cards, but you also have cards like Frostwolf Warlord and Wolf Rider, etc., etc. Go 2/4. He's never playing a secret, right? What if I play 5 hero power? I play a 5/5, I hero power and I trade. Or I Wolf Rider hero power and play the 2. He hits here. Then next turn I play a 5, a 1, and a hero power. I don't like that. So what did I say? I said so many things, but I don't really like any of these plays, so let's just do this. Charvizard, thank you for the Prime, and Cosmic, I hope you find yourself well. It's so good to see ya. So good to see ya. Okay, I don't hate that. Sometimes you have to, like, just cycle, right? Interesting. Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. I'm gonna go 2/5. What if I hero power though? Then I guess I'm going 2/4. What if I hero power here, trade here? Then I can't do that. If I go 2/5 and trade here, he hero powers here. And these don't really do anything. So I hero power and I trade. I have 6 mana. Alright, I guess I'm sort of just doing this. Thanks for the Dreads recommendation. I watch both of you guys all the time now. Cool. Well, you rated us today, so this is the one of the keys to streaming, which is out of your control. But what I need is for Dreads to get 10,000 viewers a night, and if he can just work on doing that, that'd be great. And then he can just raid us once in a while, and I don't have to work on getting any viewers. They can just get sent to me from Dreads and Tice and Asmo and Crip, and that's the plan. I'm just gonna. Him having a 2/4 isn't that bad. Alright, I'm just gonna trade. It's back, a better arena? Better is subjective, but it's different. The legacy cards are in, and class card offering rates should be up. So whatever that means to you, I think that those are good changes. Wow, there's no way. Did he just take 7? Holy shnikes. Sure seems a lot more fun. Well, hey, that's half the battle, right? Hey, we just, wow, 9 wins. Cool. Much winning, much wow. I'm kind of hoping we can lose so we can open 2 Pokemon packs, but I guess we better go 12 first. I like this song. Be right back, gotta pee. That's our opponent. Classless. Never seen so many wins. Well, you watch a lot of Dreads, John. You gotta, yeah. This is what it looks like on other streams. Dan Fuller, Red Beard, Smelly Head. 7 to the face, yeah, that was odd. I mean, they're probably dead either way, but maybe they're trying to expedite their removal. I mean, this is a 2 mana 2/2 that attacks as a 3/2 that makes a Tinkertown Tech a good draw. Maybe hits him in the face for 5 later. Pretty good Velen's Chosen draw as well. John watches a lot of Dose. Dose is a great player. And god dang, that man is lovable. I mostly watch a lot of myself lose. No, you're a great player too, John. Class card boost is nice. I appreciate they didn't go too wild with it because back then the difference between the power of a class card and a neutral card could be large. Especially some of the old cards getting buffed over the years. But a decent boost is nice. Yeah, a decent boost can be nice. Blessing of Kings is back now, so leaving up a minion here could be a little more punishing. Something's pointing somewhere. Earthen Ring? Frost Bolt. Okay. You can bump and ping. In which case I'm probably just gonna jam the Cavalder, even though I, what the heck? Why are you picking on the dinosaur? A 5 mana 5/5 or a 5 mana 4/4? Let's just play the 5/5, you know? What was that card? There was a 3 mana 2/3 tradable? It got +1/+1 for each minion, is that right? That card's insane. You remember that one? What was a power infusion originally? Because I think it's a basic card. It costs 5 power infusion? Sorry, which card? What are you talking about? 4 mana priest 2/6. The spell? There was a 4 mana +2/+6. And there was a 5 mana +2/+6 that came out in Whispers of the Old Gods. I don't know, are we talking about different things? So power creep of power word tentacles? Yeah, we're talking about those. There was power word tentacles and the other one. It's the same one. It was buffed at some point. I don't remember what it was originally.
The gates are open.
Wow. We play these two. And then we could theoretically just kill him with the silence. Yeah, I don't remember. Lord of the Arena, I haven't seen him in a while. Remember the old rule though, no matter what, if a card has Arena in the name, that's gonna stink. Arena Treasure Chest, Lord of the Arena, Arena Tiny PP Warrior. Thank you, Mushroom World 6 for the follow. Very cool, very kind of you. That's probably fine. As long as he doesn't taunt again. / kill my guys. Arena Fanatic. Hey, wait. Come on, there's always an exception to the rule. No, that card sucks. Twitch chat loves that card though.
My shield for Argon. Your magic shall not save.
Always an exception. What other cards are there? It wasn't originally basic. It was added with Psychic Conjure when they Hall of Famed Noshard Cleric and Divine Spirit. So I guess it was always a 2/6 and a Power Crept Tentacles. Yeah, I think that was when they changed sort of how Priest was supposed to function somewhat. That was always a sick card. Is that in this meta? I feel like it should be. Akanai was cool. Yeah, Akanai's back. I saw it was in Dreads' deck or somebody played it against him. Which is can be a particularly good card if you have a Priest hero power. If you don't, it kind of doesn't do anything. I'm gonna ditch that 4 and try to find a better card. I have a lot of 4s. So if I lose a Tomb Spider and pick up a Piloted Shredder, it's a big upgrade. I had a fun 9-win deck with 3 Velens, 3 Pyros, and 3 Holy Novas. I was lucky enough to draw them on curve. The deck was so heavy though, so when I didn't draw them I lost, and I was lucky for how it went. Hey, that's good that it sounds like you had fun. I have 10 wins and 6 class cards, but I'm hoping that the rest of the decks tonight have more. As I've been saying throughout this meta, if you're not going to get a ton of class cards and your decks are going to kind of feel a little linear, like ideally you're winning, right? I can accept this a lot easier if I'm winning as opposed to losing. I'm probably not hero powering next turn. Want this Velen though. It kind of makes me want to trade, but it also kind of makes me wish I had traded first. I used to love stacking the minion that was a 1/7 with a double divine inner fire lethal. It was dirty. Magoshu Warden, is that his name? No. What's his name? I think you're always going to end up with fewer class cards we take even on hero power right now. I think so, yeah. I think that's probably an indicator. If I play this in hero power one, I think that's better. Because if I play this, he can hit, hero power and only take 1. At least here he has to hit, hero power and take 3. And then Light Spawn could be good in theory with this too later. It's better than this at least. In theory, as long as they don't have a silence or something. Let's see what old Bomb Ross is up to. Oh, making the same painting. Wait, it's a rerun? I think that's the same goddamn thing. Oh shit, what is that? This should be a 7/6 dragon.
How many fingers do you see?
Oh wow.
Not on my watch.
Darn it. Okay, I can't play those 2. Can't. Oh, you know what I can do? I can buff his guy though. Can't do that though. Alright, well we're kind of screwed, but that's sort of, you know. GG. Yeah, I mean this one looks like it's been over since turn 3 at least. Mustard is almost as high a played win rate as Dr. Boom, but it costs 4 less. It might be the best card in the meta. When you're going first and you have Divine Shields and Mustard, you're not gonna lose much. Then I got a 5 legendary deck and I went 0-3. Oh no. Don't let Twitch chat find out. They're gonna be rude to you.
Well played. I don't have enough mana. By the light.
Does Arena feel better to play after they added the old cards? Well, my average dipped. I'm down to averaging 10 now. Down from where we were. But that's okay. Yeah, I think it feels better. Pokepack waiting room. Let me sip some water real quick. Gotta rev up for this Lugia alt art. What's the best trainer gallery card? You know, there's not like a huge banger trainer gallery card, I don't think, in this set. So let's just get any of them. Let's get one of the black bordered ones. Arena is back, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Give me more Arena. More packs. More hairy footballs. Cool. That's a buttload of gold. I think I get more gold for that than for